through a cracked wall. I drink slow like I'm pacing my thoughts, trying not to outrun what's already gone. She left a shadow hanging in this place, right next to my coat on the door. I don't ask why, never did. Some answers cost more than they're worth. The bartender pours like he knows the story. No questions, no sympathy eyes. Just a nod between two men who've seen enough to keep quiet. Outside, the street hums low and lonely. Street lights flicker like tired souls. Every step feels heavier than the last, but stopping feels worse. Tomorrow finds me still standing. It won't be because I was strong, just stubborn enough to keep breathing, and honest enough to walk alone. He doesn't say much, never learned a habit. Life spoke first, and he learned to listen. Every line on his face came honest, paid for an hour that never came back. She works the late shift in a town that sleeps early, knows every regular by the way they wait. Her smile doesn't ask for anything, it just shows up tired but still standing. He thinks maybe this is how love returns. Not loud, not shining, not asking questions. Just coffee refill without being asked. A look that stays a second longer than it should. But she carries knives she doesn't talk about. things she's learned not to say out loud. Her past sits with her at every table. Quiet, patient, impossible to outrun. So they stand there, neither one pretending, both knowing what damage feels like. If something grows, it won't be clean or easy. Just two on life, leaning the same way. He walks in alone, same bar, different night. Sees him laughing like nothing ever burned. Her hand on his shoulder, too familiar. Old wounds waking up without permission. He takes the corner seat, orders whiskey neat, lights a cigar, lets her smoke do the talking. Pain sits heavy, but it doesn't shout. It just stays like it always does. The friend comes over, wearing borrowed confidence and a crooked smile, a joke that lands wrong. No words are traded, none are needed. The fist dances before the thought arrives. She watches it happen without screaming, eyes carrying a story that once was fire. She remembers a man who felt like danger, and the way love used to hurt better then. He spits on the floor, doesn't look back, leaves the bar with a night clinging tight. He walks out carrying what he can't leave behind, a pain that still belongs to both of them. knows my name better than my friends do. Wooden stools, cracked glass, late hour light. I don't talk much and never learn how to pray. I just let the whiskey settle what the night won't fix. I've seen love leaving the quietest ways. No slam doors, no dramatic goodbye. Just a cold missing from the back of the chair and the cold side of the bed that never warmed again. Jukebox hums like it's tired of remembering old songs, dragging scars across the room. Every face in here carries a version of me. Every silence says more than words ever could. I walk these streets like they owe me something. Neon bleeding in the wet asphalt. Every corner feels familiar and wrong, like I've been here before, or maybe never left when dawn finally shows its pale face. I'll pay my tab and stare back into the road. Still standing, still breathing, still alone. That's how I know I made it through another night. There's a highway that remembers my footsteps. Even when I try to forget myself, miles roll by like unanswered questions. Radio static, hands tied on the wheel. I learned early not to trust easy promises. They break quicker than cheap glass. She said forever like it was nothing. Left like she never said a word at all. moving, still not looking back. Some men need a reason to keep going. I just need another mile. The road stretches out like it's done with me. No signs, no lights, just dust and breath. I walk with the things I never outran. Shadows stitched into every step. I made friends with my demons a long time ago. Learn their names, learn their weight, they kept me alive and hope went missing, even when they led me astray. People say salvation comes clean and quiet, but nothing clean ever knew my hands. I carry scars that kept me standing, and sins that taught me how to live. If heaven only wants some spotless souls, they never knew this kind of fight. Because the fire that burns inside me is the same fire that kept me alive. So if there's a gate at the end of this road, I won't beg, I won't kneel, I won't lie. I'll walk in with all my darkness. My demons deserve the sky. Come from different sides of the city, different shoes, different ways to survive. One knows silk rooms and quiet dinners, the other learned life with a fist up. He walks between them like a man already hurt, carrying an old love that never healed right. When questions get too close to the bone, he runs to bars where answers is all. Whiskey talks louder than promises ever did. Smoke from his cigar softens every thought. He watches faces blur into memory, hoping the past will finally loosen its grip. They see each other in his tired eyes, know exactly what the other represents. Not enemies by choice, but by timing. Oh, loving a man who won't stay still. When the night closes and the bar goes quiet, he leaves alone, same as he arrived. To women holding different kind of laws, and a man still hiding in the smoke. And low like March when we woke in, and closed eyes wanna lay. Nobody bets on me like that, not even the man himself. He lost job, lays promises, some the bad luck, some the stubborn hope. Learn to smile when things went wrong, like it was part of the deal. It sits alone but doesn't feel empty. The noise of the wild passes him by. He knows winning is a clean myth, made by people who never fail. Sometimes he thinks he could have been someone else, then remembers this was the only load. Being the one who loses but keeps moving, the one who falls, puts out an audience. If you look close, it's not just his story. It's written on an entire face. The story of a common loser. Story of someone who could be you. The bartender don't ask questions now, he just pours and lets me be. He knows a man with empty eyes is drinking more than whiskey. He said love was a loaded gun, left me bleeding on the floor.